Kids growing up, it's their peer group. It's their teacher's body language, how they talk. One of my mentors, he made $2 billion, did mobile home. He told me when he was a teenager, back in the 70s, he's an older guy now, he said, Ty, I lived in Virginia. I asked around, who's the richest real estate person? And he said, I was 16 years old and I went in this guy's elevator. I found out where his office was. And I kept going, took the elevator, went to the 3rd floor, met the secretary. Hi, I'm 16, I'd like to learn real estate. I'd like to shadow the owner of this real estate business. And the secretary nicely said, sorry, he's busy right now. And he went 3 times. Same thing. He went for months. He wouldn't come back every day, he'd come once a month. Finally, he went and he hid behind the plant. He told me, he said, I hid behind the plant next to the elevator. I knew he came in and I knew that secretary was keeping me from meeting him. And he said, as the guy got in the elevator, I came from around the plant, got in the elevator with him. I knew I had 3 little floors. I had 10 seconds to pitch him my elevator speech. And he told him, he said, hey, I'm 16, you don't know who I am, but I'd love to learn from you and I'll get you donuts, I'll get you coffee, I'll travel with you, I'll do the grunt work, the boring stuff, if you'll just teach me what you know. And the guy took him under his wing. And he said, before he was 18 years old, he was making so much money. His parents did an intervention because they found his bank account and thought he was doing something illegal, like selling drugs. He said he was making, this is in the 70s, so he was making like $200,000 a year while he was in high school because he would help this guy go on the weekends, and the guy started getting little pieces of real estate deals. $200,000 in the 70s when you're 16 or 17 is like making $2-3 million bucks a year. You know, in today's buying power. Shadow, shadow, shadow. And if one person that you want to shadow you won't say yes, move on. There's a lot of people. You could make one of those 3 mentors that you shadow could be online, but I'd have 2 of them in person. You could get most things you want out of life, but it'll take 1 to 2 years longer than you expected. Be patient, because in 1 to 2 years, it's not going to be done. You're not going to have everything you want, but the ball will start to roll. And the hard part of life, it's like a boulder. Everything you want out of life is like a boulder and a hill. At the beginning, you're pushing that boulder up, and it is hard. And if you don't watch it, gravity wants to pull that boulder back and run you over and destroy you and your hopes and dreams. But when you're patient and you put in the work, even if you're only moving the boulder up a foot a day, a meter a day, eventually you reach the top. Now it's not that hard anymore. And maybe that top is for a little while. They call it the plateau. Keep pushing, because eventually that boulder begins to roll on its own and gets real easy. You can sit back and relax, and what you want begins to come to you faster and faster with less and less effort. That's how money works. Doesn't they say the rich get richer? Of course the rich get richer, because once that ball's pushed up the hill, just a little tap starts to bring the wealth in. That hard part is the push. That's the 10 dark years. And even harder sometimes is the top of the hill, where it's a ridge and it's a plateau and you're still pushing, but like now you're not going up or down. You don't even know what's going on. Those are part of the dark years. Be patient. Patience is rewarded eventually. Almost always. Like Charlie Munger said, to get what you want in life, you have to deserve what you want. The world's not such a crazy place that it rewards a whole bunch of undeserving people. If you go to bed a little wiser, a little smarter than you started, good luck out there. What you want's probably a year or 2 away from happening. But it'll be almost in the snap of the fingers when you look back. It's hard going forward. You'll realize